What is up, guys? I know it has been a while since I last posted, but today is a very exciting day because I bought a C8 Corvette Stingray 2LT, and that is the first car I've ever bought myself. This one that I'm in now that you guys saw in the last video, the battery kept dying. It's still dying every day if I don't start it, so it was about damn time. And the Corvette is special to me now because this is the first car that I was able to buy myself. So I'm pumped, man. I was barely able to sleep last night. The whole week I was just excited looking at videos online of like the C8 Stingrays and doing all the stuff and the modes inside. Yeah, I'm super excited. Hopefully this is the first car of many. I'm on my way to my parents' house right now because unfortunately I couldn't get it dropped off in where I live because it's street parking and the area is pretty sketchy. I just didn't want anything to happen to it. I don't even know if they would have been able to have the truck go on that road and do it because the roads are narrow and it's literally just street parking. But yeah, so we're gonna go back there now and then I'll show you guys the car. This worked out so perfectly too because it's also the start of Memorial Day weekend and I'm gonna be able to bring the car down the shore with my friends, so I am really, really hyped. And I know they're all hyped too to see it. So I hope it is perfect because I got the black exterior hardtop convertible with the red seats, like the red interior. It's really, really cool. It's not dipped red. If you know anything about the Corvettes, it's like the black and red. So I think it looks really awesome and I'm so stoked about the convertible top. That was honestly the thing that made me want the Corvette, was watching the hardtop convertible. And also just for your bang for your buck, I think it's a great first car. This is a huge day for me because 6 months ago, I was working as a cashier at a med spa or at the register, whatever you want to say. Before that, I was a cashier at a grocery store making $18, $19 an hour at both jobs. So I said to myself, we got to figure it out this year. I'm 26. I need to make some shit happen. And we did, bro. Now I can get, or I'm able to afford a C8 Corvette Stingray. I know it's not the most expensive car in the world, but I am super proud of myself that I was able to lock in and actually make something happen. And that just goes to show you, I had really nothing going for me up until this year, 26 years old. 25, 24, 23, you know, I was making no money. Really barely getting by. I mean, I was making $1,300 a month, literally up until, like I said, 6 months ago. So this just goes to show you that you can change your life, I guess, at any time. Just because you're in your 20s, you know, it doesn't mean it's over for you. You're still young, and I don't know. This is just, I'm very hyped. I also got like no sleep because I was so excited. So if I'm babbling and not making sense, I apologize. I got this car for $82K. It's a 2024. Because if I was gonna buy it brand new, I was gonna spend over $100K on the C8 for getting the exact interior and specs that I wanted on it, because I didn't want to get a base model. You know, I wanted all the other things that come with the Corvette, like the motion sensors when you're driving, the upgraded exhaust so it sounds cooler, the cameras in the car and everything like that. So if I was gonna do that brand new at 2026, it was gonna be over $100K, and I figured at that point, you know, I might as well wait and try to get like a freaking, you know, a used like Porsche or something. So I was able to find that, but I was a little bit worried, you know, from there being any minor wear or anything like that. There's only 3,000 miles, so it should be fine. So yesterday I overnighted on Amazon like a whole bunch of stuff, like just to try to detail it really quick on my own. I will probably end up taking it somewhere in like next week if there are any like minor things that I want to get fixed up, but looked pretty good, looked pretty new. Like I said, only 3,000 miles. So yeah, dude, I am excited. Side note, I don't have much food at my parents because obviously I don't live here, but I did find some eggs and some mozzarella cheese. So first meal, 3 eggs, mozzarella cheese, and I had half a banana too. Did a little shopping because I was bored and didn't feel like waiting anymore, but the guy just called me that he's on his way, so I'm gonna rush back home now. I just realized I never gave a full in-depth like review and showed you guys the car because honestly, I was in a rush that day to go meet my friends for the weekend and I was just enjoying it, showing my family, showing my friends, and I didn't take the camera out and record. But right now, I'm gonna show you the cold start, kind of go over the car, what I think of it so far after 1 week of having the car. I absolutely do love it so far. All right, so here it is. I washed it 2 days ago, but as you can see, it gets dirty quite fast from the black, but I absolutely love this car so far. I'm gonna show you guys a cold start too with the keys. Hold on. See, nice and loud. But yeah, let's get in. But first, I want to show you guys the top. So watch this. Takes a second, but boom. Oh, that is my favorite part, which is why I wanted the convertible, and it was a lot harder to find the exact specs, red interior, black exterior, that I was looking for in a 2LT in the actual convertible. So let's get in and go for a drive. Now the cool thing about this is that there's different modes you can drive in. There's like a basic tour mode, you can customize one, there's a sport mode, a track mode, but my favorite is this button on the steering wheel. It's Z mode. So it makes the exhaust louder and it sounds a lot cooler in my opinion. And also, since I have the performance exhaust on here, I don't know, I just love the way it sounds. Like, I'll give you a rev, maybe you can hear it. I don't know if you can hear that, but it sounds really loud for what I'm used to, and I love it, dude. It's just so awesome. The first couple of days, I was just burning gas, just driving hours and hours on end, because I couldn't get over having this. But yeah, let's go for a little drive. Here's the top going up while I'm in the car. Boom. Doing this while you're driving too is also so much fun because you can do this up to 30 miles an hour. And I don't know, it's just kind of like a, you know, people look at it, it's a cool feeling. But yeah. Here's the red interior too. I really like that it's red seats and then this part is also red, but they're still black. Like this is not called dipped. I guess it's like half dipped, but I really like the details with the red here, the red here, the red seats. And then, like I said, there's some that is still black. Another cool thing is this camera right here, so you can see a little bit better because this back window over here is kind of hard to see out of. The convertibles don't have the full glass like the coupe does, where you can see the engine, which I don't mind because the convertible part is so cool and I will take that any day. And the camera definitely does help. So another reason why I did not want to settle for just a base model, brand new Corvette is because they don't have the motion sensors when you're emerging and stuff. And when I sat in one for the first time, I thought it was gonna be hard to see. It's actually really not. You can see out of the mirrors. There's really not many blind spots in here besides that back rear view window that I was telling you guys about. But again, you have the camera here on the 2LT that makes it a lot easier to see. So, but I also, again, you know, just for safety reasons, I like the motion sensors on the, what do you call them? The mirrors. So if you're merging lanes, you can kind of get that extra protection, knowing if somebody's gonna merge into you or whatnot. And then also, there's a backup camera here, which is great because I've never had a backup camera on a car. And then there's also a front camera. So let me put it in park and show you. So if I turned this front camera on, you can see the front. So when I'm going through drive-thrus, I'll put this one on to make sure I'm not, you know, hitting anything and also pulling into parking spots. That is very, very convenient. All right, I'm gonna put the top down while we drive so I can show you the experience of having the top down when you're actually driving. So here we go. Boom, baby. That's my favorite part, man. That and the performance exhaust, I'm so glad that I got that, even though this does not have the full Z51 package. And I'll see, because I'm not really on the... All right, now you can hear the engine a little bit better too. That was literally 60 miles an hour and I barely touched the gas pedal, bro. I've never been in a car, or like I've never driven a car that's fast like this. Of course it's no Lambo, but dude, 500 horsepower still, come on now. For what you pay for the Corvettes, I wanted one with very low miles on it, but it's an attention grabber, dude. You know, especially where I live right now. Like, I don't live in Miami, so people are always looking at this car when I'm driving, and it's just such a great feeling, because you know you worked really hard for it, you know what I mean? Oh god, this car just fucking dirt on the side of my car. This fucking blower thing. All right, now I can give it a good rip. Like, dude, that feeling does not get old. You know what I mean? Ah, shit. Except for when somebody's pulling out in front of you, dude, going 20 miles an hour, and you gotta slow down. But yeah, man, I really do love this car so far. I'm very happy with the purchase. When I had to wait like 5 days for it to ship to me, I was getting a little worried. But once you get in it and you drive it, it's just so worth it, dude. I would recommend if you want the car, go buy the car. Again, my only complaint right now is that I don't have a garage because I still have a month and a half left on my lease. So I've just been parking it outside, and it does get quite dirty. I literally washed the car, waxed it freaking 2 days ago, so only complaint.